As a young girl in Cuba, Lourdes Maurice watched the moon landing and dreamed of becoming an astronaut. She came to the United States at age 11 and settled in Dayton. Lourdes studied engineering at the University of Dayton, receiving her bachelor's in chemical engineering and her master's in aerospace engineering. She worked at UDRI as a student and began working full-time at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base after receiving her undergraduate degree. Dr. Mark Lewis is a longtime friend and colleague.
Lourdes is an incredible scientist and engineer. She has done research work that has impacted across the field of aviation, particularly in the area of aviation fuel. She's helped develop characterizations of jet fuels that are kind of some of the seminal work, some of the most profound work that has allowed us to understand what goes into jet fuels and how to maintain their quality and performance.
When her husband Mark had a job opportunity in London, Lourdes worked as a research associate at Imperial College while pursuing her Ph.D. and raising a toddler. Returning to the Air Force, Lourdes quickly rose through the ranks, moving from Wright-Patterson to the Pentagon and eventually overseeing the Plans and Budget Division for the Air Force Research Laboratory. In 2002, she became the Chief Scientist for Environment at the Federal Aviation Administration.
At the Federal Aviation Administration, Lourdes' skills were once again put into play not only as a scientist, and she did incredible work building their program in fuels and emissions, but also as a leader and as a diplomat. Lourdes represented the FAA and our nation in interactions with other countries in developing standards for international aviation.
I can best describe that as playing three-dimensional chess where all the pieces are moving.
Lourdes helped negotiate some of the toughest international agreements on the impact of aviation on the environment, from chemical pollution to sound pollution, etc. She brought a terrific technical knowledge and diplomatic savvy. Many of her colleagues that I have talked to have said that if it weren't for Lourdes' personal contributions, these historic agreements would not have taken place.
When you get on a commercial aircraft, all of the environmental standards in that aircraft, including the first ever fuel efficiency standard, I negotiated those for the US, which means I had a lot of influence. And a lot of people worked on that. It was a team effort, and it was fun. And I think I hope that it makes a difference.
In her role at the FAA, Lourdes worked on reports and guidelines for the United Nations International Panel on Climate Change. In 2007, the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded jointly to the IPCC and Al Gore. The IPCC presented Lourdes with a duplicate of the award to acknowledge her contributions. Lourdes retired in 2017, but her passion for aerospace continues. She is currently an advisor for Boom Technology, a startup company working on supersonic flight.
I am so grateful that we have the wealth of experience and context that Lourdes brings us and all the advice that she's able to give us. On top of that, it's instant credibility, it's so many connections, it's access to so many people, because it turns out everybody loves Lourdes. She knows everyone, and they all would do anything for her. And my wish is that everyone watching this video in the not too distant future will get to fly on our Mach 2.2 airliner. And when they do, they'll really have Lourdes Maurice to thank for the experience.
Lourdes is also an amazing human being. She is an incredibly caring, warm person. Lourdes is also an incredibly loyal alum. She talks often about how important Dayton was, how the University of Dayton helped in her formation.
I think that just having that inner compass of how to treat people and how to look out for your own interests, but also the interests of others, I think that's something that I got from the university.
Lourdes truly lived our motto of learn, lead, and serve. She's a lifelong learner, 3 degrees in 3 different engineering disciplines. She's a highly recognized and well-respected leader in her profession. And she served. UD, her country, her profession, and Mother Earth with distinction and with the true Marianist spirit.
For her career accomplishments and lifelong example of learn, lead, and serve, the University of Dayton Alumni Association is proud to honor Dr. Lourdes Maurice with the 2018 Distinguished Alumni Award.